Hello Taurus, and welcome to your Zodiac wheel reading. Sorry, that was Kobe having a sniffle. So Taurus, for December 2019, Merry Christmas Taurus. We're at the end of a era, the end of a decade. Amazing time to be alive, really. Now I will focus and center for you, Taurus, into the Taurus frequencies for the month of December. So I invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me with this reading for Taurus. And thank you for any messages that come through in this reading for Taurus' highest good and for the good of all concerned. Whoa, thank you. There we go. We'll start from that spot. So Taurus, you have the King of Wands here in the area of your measure of your own self-worth, your public persona, how you present to the public, and your mode of expression, I suppose, probably even more than your measure of self-worth. It's your mode of expression. So the King of Wands message influencing this area for you is about being non-judgmental. So whether it's being non-judgmental about your own appearance, so don't judge yourself so harshly, you know, do some mirror work and you stand in front of that mirror and say to your inner spirit how much you love your life, how much you love you, that kind of reflecting those messages back to yourself. And yeah, don't be so harsh on yourself, and then in turn you won't necessarily be so harsh on others either. So you know, this is a fire sign energy, the King of Wands, so it could be someone who is Aries, Leo or Sagittarius that is an influence for you throughout December, or it could be even representing yourself being an influence on others throughout December. And here we have in the area of your day-to-day living, you're giving an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. You're feeling a little bit melancholy, I feel. There's a little bit of lack of satisfaction maybe in how you earn your money, but you're not seeing that the cups are still full. So they're still full of promise, you're just not actually seeing that. Sometimes things are right under our nose and we don't even see it, so keep that in mind as well. And certainly with the Four of Cups here, there is stability for you, because 4 does represent stability. And you have been given offers, or something has been offered to you, but it's not really what you're looking for, or so you think at the moment. But so a good way to remedy this little bit of melancholy, forlorn type feeling that the Four of Cups represents with a message of offers being made but not seeing any satisfaction in those offers, is to, you know, go within and give thanks for all your blessings. It's a wonderful time of year through December to do that, especially with all the planetary transits in Capricorn going on now. There's at any one time through December there's at least 4 planets in Capricorn. So giving thanks and counting our blessings is a very good time to be doing that here through December, with with that frequency affecting us so profoundly. So I will just ask for the remedy message from the Divine Direction cards. Oh, isn't that lovely? Love. It's right time for you to express a loving, committed relationship in joy. You can express the love and feel the love. Come from a place of love, not fear. Now, Two of Swords here is a bit like the card of a duel, really. It's 2 opponents, every bit as good as each other. And I do believe that's an acorn in that picture there. Yeah, and they're coming out of the acorn as well. So the acorn's dropping in and they're in it. Interesting. That's the first time I've noticed that. So the Two of Swords is, yeah, a bit of confusion. So feeling like you've got your blindfold on, so you can't really see clearly. So that is in the communication house. It is connected to siblings and neighbourhoods. It's also about short journeys and your mental activity. So you may be feeling a bit, not so much brain fog, but just there's conflicting information, I think. So you're needing to get clarification before you make any big decisions. So I'll just ask again for the Divine Direction cards to give you, oh, thank you, some guidance on that. And okay, so thank you, Divine. It is saying, wait, take time to think on the matter at hand. Do not be tempted to rush. There we go. And here in the area of the base of the wheel, you have the 7 of Pentacles. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is actually one of a patience. Again, there's that message there for you of waiting. You're being very patient, Aries. Taurus, sorry. Very patient, Taurus. And so it's letting you know that while you're waiting, now is the time to spoil yourself or to make an investment and get benefits from your hard work. So I do like that. There is some benefits coming. Now this is in the area of home and family. This is the parent axis of our zodiac wheel, the 10th house and the 4th house. So usually the father and the mother, but these days it's either either. So yeah, I just say the parental area. And this is actually depicting a woman with child. So I do feel that there's some of you that are bubbling on the brink of becoming new parents, and others of you that may be looking after your parent or taking some sort of responsibility for parents. It's also a sign of a bit of fruitfulness and flourishing coming your way in any company that you may be involved with through family connections or have in common with your family. Okay, and it's your hometown as well being affected there by that Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel that financially you've got some stability there, Taurus. Now here in the area of your fun and where you find your joy is the Hermit. So following your wisdom and your gut instincts. Is there something that you've always been interested in and never really fully been able to embark on it, Taurus? Because this is letting you know that you can research that now and you can go deeply into that chosen hobby or activity. It's a lovely energy to have there. It may be something that you can sort of happily work away at on your own. The Eight of Cups in your area of work, fellow work colleagues, your work conditions, food and hygiene, and karmic debt. Okay, so there's a walking away or letting go here, but also knowing that you're not abandoning or being abandoned, but you're able to take some time out, and there's a bit of relaxing going on with that. So being able to relax to a degree that maybe you haven't been fortunate enough to do to date. So, and some of you may also be actually contemplating venturing out into the work area on your own. So you may not want to work, you may not want to be working for a company as such anymore. You want to do it for yourself. Now here with the balance with that Temperance brings, there's some calming energy being shown by the influence of this card in your relationship areas, which is very helpful sign there. For you, because you've got Mars going through that 7th house area of the wheel, and it does give you a strong drive for intimate relationships, but you like to be able to be independent on a one-to-one relationship as well. So that also is sort of indicated there too. There's a bit of independence in the Eight of Cups being shown there, and there's independence here in the 7 as well of Pentacles. So yeah, and now Mercury will be in Scorpio for the early part of December, and then on the 10th of December it moves in to Sagittarius. So that's more of a sunny, bright, adventurous shift for Mercury. And Mars will be in Scorpio throughout December as well in that 7th house. So you've got a sort of a double energy going on there, especially in the early part of December, with Mercury still in Scorpio in the 7th house. So then, yeah, so the Mars in Scorpio is that very scorpionic. It's the life and rebirth, and it's the warrior passion. It's anything that you do get involved in, you will be doing it with some passion. to do with relationships, business or marriage. Okay? Which, with this influence of temperance there, is letting me know that I feel that you will be doing it passionately, but going with the flow and not being a vengeful opponent against somebody. You may have to still stand your ground with somebody, but you don't have to be requiring vengeance out of it. You know, that Scorpio energy with the sting in the tail. So just remember, words have powerful effects. So be careful what you say, okay? Because there could be victories and challenges at this time, but out of those challenges you could very much find yourself being victorious. And I do feel that that is definitely the case with the Emperor showing up there in the 8th house. Okay, because the 8th house is one of joint ventures. So there could be some sort of business arrangements being made, or new contracts with companies being signed or gone over. Don't forget to read the small print. Think on things. You don't have to rush. There's no rush. You can take your time, it's saying to me. You have got a strong fire sign influence, so the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy is showing up quite strong here. And also the father figure energy is being shown here to me. And the Emperor again is the Aries card, so I do feel that fire sign energy very strongly in this reading for you, Taurus. Now here in the area of long distance travel, higher education, you have the High Priestess. How beautiful is that? Lovely High Priestess energy. She is the keeper of sacred knowledge, is the High Priestess. It's a very beautiful energy, the High Priestess energy. In a man's reading, the High Priestess represents his ideal woman. In a woman's reading, the High Priestess represents the woman herself and her abilities to be in touch with her instincts and her wisdom and knowledge and the learning of higher knowledge and wisdom. So they're in that area of higher learning and philosophy and law. 9th house also governs law. I feel that there's a strong abstract mind involved with that, and it's also, I feel with the influence of the High Priestess there, it's letting you know that it's the law may not be the law of the planet. It may well be that you are actually delving into the laws of the universe, which are very, very fascinating. And you need to trust your intuition. Don't take things at face value. And look for the answers within your heart. The answer isn't always the logical answer. So it may be something that, you know, you're not looking at from a deep enough intuitive gut feeling instinct. All right, and through December we've got a few different energies from a few different planets, all affecting the Capricorn energy. It has had to move through the Sagittarius energy first, but ultimately then it moves into the 10th, the 9th house area. Sorry, the 9th house. So that's where a lot of this stellium energy, there's eclipses, new moons energy is all playing out here through that, from that 8th house to 9th house. So the High Priestess is letting me know that you will achieve what your goals have been. Now, so from the 3rd of December through to, well, the early part of December, okay, there's the Moon, Venus, Saturn and Pluto, all in Capricorn. Then from the 3rd of December there through to the 20th, the 4 planets of Venus, Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Venus moves into Aquarius on the 21st of September, so that's, it moves into the 10th house area. So the 22nd, because the Sun enters Capricorn on the 22nd. So that all affects the 9th house area for you. And that is giving you that endless quest for knowledge and philosophy, religion, study, travel, expansion through knowledge, and the basis of your wisdom. So it's very appropriate that you have the High Priestess standing out there for you in that area. Now here in the area of career, you've got the 3 of Swords. And when I see 3s, especially in that zenith part of the wheel, I feel that it is to do with timing, because of the power of 3. So if 3 people agree on something, then the saying for me is, if 3 people agree, so shall it be. But it's also 3 times a charm, and it's also the time of 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks. So this is influence of the 3 of Swords, can be one about the weather. So there may be some harsh conditions that we may all need to prepare for, or organise ourselves to be prepared for. And forewarned is forearmed. And it's also the card, unfortunately, of some sort of broken heart, or feeling cut or wounded. So emotionally usually, and it can be intellectually as well. So something's playing on your mind in the area that is pertaining to the outer world, which is the 10th house place in our wheel, but it's also the Capricorn energy again is being felt there. So there may be some things that you need to go over again, and it's feeling very painful, whether it's because you didn't get something right and you've got to keep going over and over and over until you sort it out. It can be a very big strain on your mind, but the Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn want things to be done right. And especially the Saturn, it's the conservative and the authoritarian and the strong worldly ambition, but it's letting me know that you are a responsible worker, but don't cut off your nose despite your face. And just remember that Pluto is one of energy that is wanting you to let love rule your aspects of your life rather than fear. And this is saying that there's been some fear that you've had, that you know, unwittingly you may have helped manifest. So you've got to come from a place of love, Taurus. So what messages do the divine direction cards have for you? I'll take that one because it flipped over. Ground. It's time to ground and center your energy. Be truly present in your life. Okay, so you need to do some grounding energy work and center. Focus on your solar plexus. Your solar plexus energy could be a bit out of whack. So be present in the now and in your life, and to distinguish whether or not you've got an overactive solar plexus. An overactive one brings bullying, criticism, stubbornness, and judgmental. A underactive one has people feeling low self-esteem, apathetic, and not knowing what to do. So to bring it into balance, focusing that solar plexus, that center of your belly, being bathed in yellow gold light, practice respect for yourself and others, be outgoing, problem solving, calm, and use integrity. Okay? Now here in the area of hopes and wishes and friendship groups and group activities, you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a very loving energy, so your friends really do love you, and you're going to be let known that. They're going to let you know how loved and appreciated you actually are, which is a very nice message to receive. So there's an enjoyment in socialising and entertaining when you've got the King of Cups landing here. It's also showing being an appreciative audience and enjoying the world of art and movies and concerts and things like that. So there's a bit of socialising going on there, and the King of Cups energy is one that is ruled by the water signs, and more leaning towards a water sign male than a female, but it can be a female involved as well. So the Cancerians, the Scorpions, the Pisces, that sort of energy. And the Queen of Cups is one of creativity and a woman of action, and that is in your 12th house, which is ruled by Neptune and Pisces. Pisces rules the 12th house, and Neptune is in Pisces at the moment. Okay, so so this is about your subconscious and your karmic debt, and trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts. And the Queen of Wands does come from a place of instinct and action. And so there's something that you've been thinking over, and I think there's been messages coming back to you through your higher self, and you may not have taken any action on it, and this is letting you know that through December is a good time to start taking some action on it. So the Queen of Wands is fire signs, and she's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius ruled, and can indicate people of those signs. So keep that in mind there too. Now I'd just like to focus here on your animal message. So what is the animal message for Taurus for December 2019? What messages do you have for Taurus for 2019? Thank you. Scorpion, be positive, be focused. Like a scorpion entrenched in its nest, the sting is ready for extra defense. You need a central fortified position. Channel your energies mainly through one well-chosen area. In this case, the eggs are best in one basket. Focus into a powerful positive sting. Ooh! Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today for your reading, Taurians. I wish you a wonderful festive season, and for those of you that celebrate Christmas, have a lovely Merry Christmas and a wonderful end of a decade, because we are coming into 2020, to our new era, if you like, a brand new decade. Before I finish, I just do want to let you know where the moon placements are this month as well, because we've got a solar eclipse in Capricorn up here again, affecting your 9th house area, 25th, 26th. So that higher learning and the quest for knowledge, philosophy, religion and long distance travel, people from overseas, foreign cultures. And then on the 25th, we've also got the new moon, so the moon will be moving into Capricorn, as well as the solar eclipse happening in Capricorn. And the full moon is in Gemini over here in the 2nd house, where it will be the right time for you to experience a loving, committed relationship. Enjoy it. And the moon itself for you, Taurus, is on the 8th of December in Taurus. So that'll be affecting your 1st house of how you present yourself, and your own creativity and your appearance to the world. Okay? So yeah, you need those few extra dates just to be able to govern your way through the month ahead, because it will be a very busy month full of many shifts and changes. So many blessings to you all. Have a wonderful festive year. Lots of love. Namaste.